Morning, my friends. How are you? We're back to a regular schedule. My wife's finished her work and she's going in to cover the post office for me. And I'm doing the school run, taking the dogs into the woods. No post office for me today. I've got a guitar pupil this afternoon, so I need to do a bit of prep for that. It's been an amazing week. Yesterday I had my second lesson with the high school kids. So I should have had 7 pupils, but we had 2 no-shows. So I had 5 pupils, half hour each. Half hour's not very long, it turns out. But I'm having a great time, really enjoying it. And I'm surprised to discover that I'm actually quite good with the kids. And I think I'm a pretty good teacher as well. Maybe that shouldn't surprise me, but it kind of does. And I came out of there, I walked home and I felt my head was high, because I felt I'd done something worthwhile and I'd enjoyed it and I'd earned some money. And it was really just a great feeling. So, guitar-wise, I haven't been this hungry to learn for quite some time now. Obviously, this is down to my teaching, which has inspired this enthusiasm, but it's really fired me up. So I've been going through my Brian Sutton school. Brian Sutton is one of the leading flat pickers on the bluegrass circuit at the moment, and his musicianship is just phenomenal. But he's also a great teacher. So he teaches on artist works. This is my 3rd year on his course, but the first 2 years I didn't spend particularly wisely, in that I would go through bursts of enthusiasm and then the enthusiasm would wane and I would end up just leaving it for 6 months after having bought a year's subscription, which is crazy. There's so much great content in there. So at the moment I'm working through moving up and down the neck again, but this time it's really starting to sink in. Shapes that can move, exercises to consolidate shape patterns. But what's making it really work for me is that I'm having to teach it as well. So I'm teaching pentatonic scales. I'm learning the rock school syllabus, so I'm learning to move up and down the neck, which is something I've struggled with up until now. I can play some scale patterns, but there's still big gaps in my knowledge and in my fingers, because really the fingerboard is not a difficult thing to understand. It just takes a bit of time. So through my life I've learned cowboy chords and I've learned to read fingerstyle music from tablature. Now, reading fingerstyle music from tablature gets results. I can play some really quite complex fingerstyle pieces in a variety of tunings, but learning from tablature means that I wasn't really understanding what I was playing, in terms of chord voicings, in terms of note choices, in terms of fretboard position. And that's what's led me to where I am now, which is having to learn all these things after 30 years of playing guitar. So it's interesting that the kids, I think, are getting a good foundation already from the rock school syllabus and learning how to move up and down the fingerboard and how to make shapes and move those shapes and how to jump to, say, an A chord at the 5th fret. That's an example of the sort of thing I'm talking about. So it's phenomenal. So yeah, it's a really good time for me. And I haven't been this pleased for quite some time. In other news, because I'm teaching rock school, I've been looking at electric guitars. There's one model in particular that I would really like to get my hands on. It's a Gretsch White Falcon. It's a very big guitar. I just love how it looks. There are many different models of this guitar with different configurations, and they're expensive and we're skint. My daughter's birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm still weighing up pros and cons. We're also moving her bedroom from the room she's in now into the bigger room in the house, which means decorating, possibly new carpets. It's not the best time to be buying a guitar, Camille. Really isn't. But is there ever a good time? Not so much. But the gas is real, my friends. The gas is real. Guitar acquisition syndrome. It's like shiny object acquisition syndrome. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. I think most people feel this way to some extent with shiny new things, and marketing and stuff is designed to make us feel that. Make us feel that we need stuff that we don't actually need. But I don't have an electric guitar. Justification, huh? Justification. Anyway, I'm going to get to the co-op, buy some milk, get home, do some vacuuming, get the house ready, do some guitar prep, and then do some learning. I'm going to work on some more scale patterns this morning. And I should perhaps film that for my other channel, I don't know. Or maybe even this one. So, I will leave you all and wish you all a very good day. Bye for now.